All right, sorry for the delay, guys. I'm just a technological mess here. Okay, so from KIRO7, 2 killed, 1 injured. Let me see. Can you guys see this? You guys, can you hear me okay? All right, here it goes. I'm just learning about this as you guys are. Haven't read any of this. 2 killed, 1 injured in shooting at Texas A&M University Commerce Residence Hall. Before we even get started, let's ask one very simple question. It's the underlying theme in all mass shootings. Is this a gun-free, criminal empowerment, victim creation, fish in a barrel zone? I bet the answer is yes. And so what are they going to do? They're going to use this crisis, because you never can let a good crisis go to waste, as another opportunity to enact further gun legislation, which absolutely doesn't work, because the only people who end up obeying these laws are law abiders, not criminals who disregard laws. It's all no-brainer common sense stuff, but when you got politicians at the helm, when you got inmates running the asylum, this is how it goes. Commerce, Texas. Officials at Texas A&M University Commerce said 2 people died Monday in a shooting at Residence Hall on a campus that left one other person injured. School officials cautioned students, staff, and faculty to shelter in place. How about if school officials said, okay, guys, you know those guns that we said you could have? You know those guns? You know those gun-free zones we took down? Well, did you take advantage of it and go out and get a firearm and learn how to use it and then carry it with you on campus? Well, get those guns out. Don't hunker down or shelter in place. Go hunt this sucker down. Or just stay where you are and wait for him to come to you and aim center mass and take care of the threat. We ain't calling 911. It's like school's on lockdown. We have 50 students here with firearms, and we're not calling 911. We'll call 357. We'll call 1911. We'll call Glock 22, but we're not going to waste our time calling 911. Even if we do, we're going to let them know how many body bags to bring, because we don't need you, law enforcement. This ain't a gun-free zone. How about that for a change? How about we stop continuing doing what we're doing so that we can stop getting what we've been getting? And that's what? Mass shootings, mass casualty events in gun-free zones. Criminal empowerment zones, victim creation zones, fish in a barrel zones. I'd rather call it just call it a fish in a barrel zone. You have entered a fish in a barrel zone. Enter at your, or how about this? You're entering a fish in a barrel zone. Enter at your own risk. You will be a victim. Criminals will not obey this sign. Let's just brush away all the euphemisms. This kind of thing should piss me off. And every time I hear about this, see, the only reason I knew about this is Trish told me about it because I was working on an entirely different video and wasn't really on the internet. So she gives this to me and I'm like, you know what? We're going to go live anytime this happens. I want you guys to share this video, like it, thumbs up it before you leave so that it has a better chance of going higher on the search rankings on YouTube or wherever this thing's going to go. And let people know you need to stop trusting government. You need to stop trusting school officials. You need to stop trusting businesses who tell you you need to disarm before you enter our establishment. You're doing them a favor because you're a good guy with a gun when you enter their establishment. Why would you ever disarm? You're the guy who's going to take care of the threat. You're the guy everybody's going to want to, or girl, everybody's going to want to get behind so that you can protect them. You're the one that they're going to be thankful is there that you disobeyed that gun-free criminal empowerment victim creation fish in a barrel zone sign. Jeez. Officials said in a statement there have been 2 confirmed deaths. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But you know why it happened? It sucks. It sucks that people obey those stupid signs. The 3rd victim has been taken to the hospital for treatment. That sucks too. These are life-changing, life-altering events, guys. And all you had to do was carry a personal protection device. It's very easy. I understand people are scared of these things. They've never held a weapon. They've never come in close contact with a weapon. They don't know how to load a weapon. They don't know how to fire a weapon, and it looks scary. But what's scarier? Learning how to operate an inanimate object, a very valuable tool in empowering yourself, or huddling in the corner with other classmates trying to throw desks and chairs at the door and try to barricade yourself in while the gunman's about to come down the hall and blow your head off? What's scarier? Take scary A and learn how to use a weapon and empower yourself, or B, not if, but when that gunman comes to take your head off, or to shoot you center mass, put a hole in your heart, or kill one of your loved ones, or kill one of your students, fellow students, or kill your teacher, or kill that guy that you're in line with in the bank with, or kill your mother, or kill your sister. What's scarier? I'd say B, huddling in a corner, completely disempowered, completely disarmed. Who gets dug 6 feet under? Law abiders. They obeyed. They were good. You were a good little boy. You obeyed the post office. You didn't bring that gun in there. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I guess you weren't so good. You're dead. You're sitting there praying, oh God, I pray a guy with a gun will come and save me. Why don't you be the guy with the gun? Don't pray somebody else comes along. You be that guy. Jeez. It's like there's no atheists in foxholes. If you're honest with yourself, there are no anti-gunners in a bank during a shooting, or in a Luby's restaurant in 1991 during a shooting. But every one of those people who are sane and of a rational mind wish they had a firearm when George Hernard drove his Ford pickup truck into that Luby's restaurant in Killeen, Texas. But every one of those of a rational mind, mind you, wish they had a gun. While 26 people perished before George Hernard took his own life. There have been 2 confirmed deaths. The third victim has been taken to the hospital for treatment. Okay, that's number 1. What's this from? This is from the Dallas Morning News. 2 fatally shot, 1 wounded at Texas A&M University Commerce Residence Hall. This article will be updated for more information. 2 people were fatally shot. University officials, let's see if we can get to, that's 11:53 a.m. It's, I don't know what time zone that's at. The investigation is taking place in Pride Rock, a 3-story residence hall for freshman Larry Cooper III, a freshman at the university who lives in Pride Rock. He said he left his room, which is on the 2nd floor, just before the shelter in place was announced. Shelter in place. Lock and load, boys. We got us an active shooter. Everybody's like, this is what I've been training for, man. Nobody's scared. Oh, yeah, you'll have a little bit of fear, adrenaline flowing. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, is it? Am I really actually going to have to use my firearm? Better to have it, not need it, than need it, not have it. I'm not making light of this situation, guys. It is just utterly insane that shooting after shooting, they beg politicians to create even more laws that will make us even less safe and take more of our power and steal more of our wealth. Makes a whole lot of sense. It's almost like we're in an open-air insane asylum. This guy says, I actually left earlier than I usually leave. If I hadn't left my room a few minutes earlier, I would be stuck in my room right now. Anyone still on the floor can't leave their room. Yeah, it's another thing too. Your ability to be a free man is locked down. When the military complex, when the military police come in there, the militarized police force, you're locked down and you're going to actually be treated as a criminal. You got to walk with your hands up. No, thank you. Sorry, I don't want police to come. They're not going to help me. They're going to make matters worse, and they're going to think that I'm a criminal and I could literally get shot by friendly fire by just coming out of my room and refusing to lift up my hands. Hey, lift up your hands. We don't know if you're a friend or foe. Well, that's your problem. Well, I guess it's my problem now because you're about to shoot me. No, thank you. I don't want law enforcement. They always make things worse, and they never make anything better. Snapzilla says Bloomberg got Nebraska on some BS. New gun control legislation introduced. He'll try to leave his mark on Texas too. He must be stopped. Yeah, and how you stop the Bloombergs of the world is you do not comply. You just do not comply. Hey, Bloomberg, I'm not going to petition you. I'm not going out to march. I'm not signing petitions. I'm not begging you politicians to create more laws or make you not create it. You can make whatever law you want. Me and my buddies are not going to obey it. What do you think about that? Your laws are unenforceable as far as I'm concerned. Can you guys see this? There's police. See, he said he's waiting in a friend's room. He said he's waiting in a friend's room on the first floor of the residence hall during the shelter in place with a few other students. Quote, there's police blocking the doorways, but other than that, we're all just kind of sitting and waiting on the news to happen. I don't want to be in that situation. You're basically being, let's just put it kindly as we can. You're being a pussy, okay? Don't leave your power or give your power away to someone else. And that's exactly what you're doing when you're going. It's like that lady I talked to at Walmart last night. I said, what are you going to do if a bad guy with a gun comes in? Because I'm obviously a good guy with a gun, and you're coming to me telling me that I can no longer walk in your store armed. What are you going to do when a bad guy comes with a gun? You know what she said? We're going to call the police. Well, guess what, sister? It's too late. When you have seconds to live, the police are minutes away, and what good will that ever do you? It will never do you any good. It's this false assurance that, oh gosh, a whole bunch of good guys with guns will come and get me. Well, guess what? You're in aisle 5, and he's at aisle 1, and he's got a brisk walk going as he's firing on people as he walks along. You don't have very long to live. What are you taking comfort in a 911 call? Oh, I'm sure glad I have this cell phone to my ear so I can talk to somebody right before I die. It's utter lunacy, guys. And it's just common sense to want to be armed wherever you go. If you don't want to be armed, that's fine. But don't seek legislation and have a third party with the backing of government gun violence to come against me because I want to be armed. And if you're scared of me because I'm armed, even though I'm a good guy with a gun, that's your problem. Don't enact gun violence on me through the barrel of a government gun through political legislation and restrict my freedoms because you're scared. You know, you can be scared all you want to, but don't seek government gun violence on me or anybody else just because you don't want to be armed. Police blocking doorways. Active criminal investigation at Pride Rock. Criminal investigation. I'm sure there are cameras all over the place. How long does it take to investigate and see the two guys with guns shooting people? Well, it's pending investigation. Pending investigation, it literally should take, no more. Let's give them 2 hours, okay? Give them 2 hours to review the tapes. Okay, upon investigation of the videotapes, they let this stuff drag on for weeks and months, and then they get back with the public and go, well, here's what happened. Well, we already knew what happened. A gunman or two gunmen came in. It doesn't matter what weapon they used. They used semi-automatic firearm. Well, this proves that we need to take those out of the streets and out of the hands of good people because these bad people did something with the tool that these other people have. Once you start taking hammers out of garages and knives out of kitchens. Active criminal investigation at Pride Rock. This really pisses me off, guys. Right? Shelter in place until further notice. Shelter in place? No, thank you. I will stay. I'll hunker down in my position. I will take my position. When that guy comes along, we're going to take care of the threat. And I'm not sheltering in place any longer than I have to. I'm a free man. I'll walk wherever I want to. But if you do this while everything's locked down, then you put yourself in danger by the law enforcers who showed up to help you. All classes are canceled for the remainder of the day and evening. Why? Why, if the threat's taken care of? People are just so shaken up. We need to stop being snowflakes, guys. We need to toughen up. We need to harden. We need to become hard targets, not soft targets, because we're going to be targets. It's just a matter of time. It's not if, it's when. Templar Warrior says never trust law enforcement and government. Yeah, because law enforcement... See, here's the deal with government. The politicians can make all the laws that they want. It doesn't matter. They will have no teeth. It'd be like a lion coming at you with no teeth and no claws. Yeah, he might weigh 500 pounds and he's a formidable enemy, but he's not gonna tear your flesh with no claws and no teeth. That's what a law is without law enforcement. But now the law enforcers are the teeth and the claws of government. And the only reason people are scared right now getting all their tax papers together is because the IRS law enforcers will come and enact those laws. Men with guns will come to your door and ask why you didn't pay your property taxes. Why aren't you paid up on your registration? Why haven't you filed your 1040EZ, WXYZ, W9, 1099, whatever? Why haven't you done that? You're a tax evader. And they make you out to be a bad guy because you want to keep 100% of everything you earned and you don't think it's right for a third party to come and steal your stuff. God, man, everything's so freaking upside down. I didn't mean to get off on the tax stuff. It's all interlinked, though. It has everything to do with Templar Warrior said law enforcement is government. They're the teeth. They're the fangs of government. Because if the politicians made all the laws, they can make the worst laws in the world. If nobody's going to enforce them on you, they're not going to force you to obey or force you to do something against your will and without your consent. Well, it doesn't matter. You can write on all the fancy pieces of paper you want. It doesn't affect me. The point at which it affects me is other human beings who think they have a higher claim over my life and property than me, who think that it's okay for them to initiate unjust force and violence on me, who haven't done anything wrong, or you who haven't done anything wrong because political overlords told them to. These conformists who are not moralists, who wear these badges and these funny costumes. I mean, Halloween was over on October 31st. Why are human beings still walking out there with costumes? These shiny little Cracker Jacks badges? It means nothing. It's all magic. It's all pixie dust. It's all fairy tale. Developing 2 dead and shooting a campus at Texas A&M. Let's see if we can get, let's see if we got some news footage. Let's see. Texas A. That was 3 months ago, 7 years ago. Jeez. Okay, so nobody's uploaded anything. Let's see if we can get some footage for. Like I said, I'm just learning about this stuff. But the thing that we need to take away from this is this a gun-free zone? Let's see, that's 36 minutes ago, 50 minutes ago, developing story, 36, 28 minutes ago. Here's a recent one. I just read that 33 minutes ago. There's no super up-to-date stuff on this. Let's see what USA Today says. I didn't look at that yet. I'm looking for a video. All right, I don't see a video. Let's see if they have any different. Texas A&M Commerce has an enrollment of about 12,000 students. Classes were canceled. Oh, by the way, did we tell you it's a gun-free zone? No, you didn't tell us that. But I know what you are going to tell us. You're going to tell us we need to enact more ridiculous gun laws that are just going to hamper and hamstring and arrest law-abiders. Freshman Larry Cooper told Dallas Morning News he left the second floor. Yeah, we already saw that. All right, there's nothing new on this, guys. Nothing new under the sun. Nothing to see here? Yeah, there's something to see here. It's just another psychological operation to scare the masses. Oh my God, we need more politicians. We need more laws. More laws make us less free. And more poor, by the way. So that's the update. If I get any more update, oh yeah, there's this. I might go over this in another video. Let's just keep this a standalone short video, guys. If you enjoy these videos, please. There's 1,088 people watching right now, and there's only 439 likes. If you like what I said, if what I said resonates with you along the plane of morality and reason and logic and truth, if I said anything whatsoever that was unsound, give me a dislike. I deserve it. But if I said anything that resonates with you along the plane of truth and logic and morality and reason, then give me a like. When you like these videos, guys, I'm not kidding you. It does something with the algorithm, and it does shove it up. And especially if you share this video, it'll go out to a lot of people, and maybe we can affect some change. Because that's the reason I make these videos, is so we can literally set brush fires of freedom and morality. Because what is freedom without morality? I would rather have morality and no freedom than freedom with no morality. Why? Because morality is that's what you want. You want your next door neighbor not just to be free, you want your next door neighbor to be moral. Why? Because when you're gone at work, this moral guy who's abiding by, let's just call it the golden rule, do to others what you would want done to you and don't do to others what you wouldn't want done to you, is not going to steal your stuff, rape your wife, take your kids, call the cops on you. See, people can use their freedom to do grossly immoral things, utterly evil things. Jeffrey Dahmer was free. What did he do? He started eating people and cutting them up and throwing them in their freezer and taking pictures of them in weird positions. Ted Bundy, just name all the monsters. They had freedom. Law enforcers have freedom. And what do? They initiate unjust force and violence on you and I who haven't done anything wrong but break the commands of their political overlords. So it's not just about securing freedom and setting brush fires of freedom in the minds of men. It's about setting brush fires of morality. You know, that moral standard of just doing what is right to get people off of the plane of conformity and up to the plane of morality. Because what's a conformist? He does what he's told regardless of what is right. But a moralist does what is right regardless of what he's told. Oh, I need you to go arrest that person. Okay, why, Sarge? Because he didn't pay his taxes. But I'm not arresting him for that. He doesn't have to pay his taxes. He's not obligated to do that. He's a free man. Okay, I need you to go to impound that guy's car. Okay, why? Because he didn't pay his registration. What, you mean a permission slip asking the government permission for a right that they already have to travel freely and unencumbered? No, I'm not going to do it. That cop would be a moralist, and he wouldn't be a cop for very much longer. Why? Because his department is the whole power of any police force or any government agency. The blood that flows through that beast's veins comes from the extraction, the extortion of people's money by the barrel of a government gun. So when you have people who are moralists, they cannot and will not be government agents for very long because the beast system will not tolerate them. They'll be fired because they'll be that good cop we never ever see. They'll be arresting the cops who break that window to get a Philando Castile out or shoot a Philando Castile. They'll be the guy that bashes that cop's head on the ground and puts his hands behind his back and throws him in his cop car. If you had a truly good cop, he wouldn't be a cop for very much longer. I guarantee you. Because the system, the Thin Blue Line gang, the Masonic Thin Blue Line cult will not tolerate righteous, noble, moral activities coming out of another guy in uniform. Because that's not what they're about. It's not about morality. It's about, see, that's what laws are for. Laws do two things. They enslave more people, because the more laws you have, the more enslavement you have, and they extract more funds. Those are the only two things laws do. And every law is backed by the threat of force. Every law. Jaywalking ticket, speeding ticket, you didn't pay your tax bill or whatever. It's all backed by the threat of force. If you don't do this, if you don't do what we tell you to do, or if you don't not do what we told you not to do, we're coming to your door with threats of violence. And if you continue to resist, we reserve the moral right, they think, to end your life. We'll kidnap you, we'll cage you, or we'll end your life if you continue to resist the man, the government daddy. So that's why I make these videos. It's not about just setting brush fires of freedom in the minds of men. It's about setting brush fires of morality and freedom in the minds of men. So that's why, there's 666 likes right now. Well, let's change that. I'm not superstitious, but that's kind of a funny number. 666 likes to 6 dislikes. That's a lot of sixes on the board, guys. Okay, somebody just gave it 7. All right, guys. I appreciate you sticking around. Let me see. Anything else? Okay. La Grim says, big fan of your work, mate. Hey, thanks, man. And there was another super chat up here from Jeff at large. High Impact is my favorite. Thanks for all you do. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to make this short. I will see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow banned live stream. Oh, by the way, wait. Before you guys go, let me see. I just uploaded a video. I just uploaded this video right here. It's a BitChute exclusive. This is the video. Let me make sure this is on the screen. This is the video that was taken down by YouTube last night. Me and Trish went to Walmart. We had this confrontation, you could call it, with one of the Walmart managers. I did a real quick video and we stepped outside of Walmart. It was taken down because I showed my gun. I thought it was for 2 seconds. Literally little less than a second I showed my firearm in its holster while I was standing still, and somebody flagged the account. They immediately took it down. So this video is only on BitChute now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put this link in the chat room right now. Please visit BitChute if you haven't. I'm just blitzing the room right now with that. Okay, there's there's the direct link to this video on BitChute. So if you guys could go over there, please subscribe. Currently I have, let's see, what is my, how many subscribers do I have in BitChute? Currently exactly 25,000 subscribers I have right now on BitChute. So if you guys could please subscribe to BitChute. and all my other social media sites, because I really don't know how long I'm going to be on YouTube. I don't even know how I'm on YouTube right now anyway. So I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored Shadow live stream. I appreciate you guys tuning in. There will be at least two more videos that I upload today, and two of them are highly demanded. So I'll